Hare Krishna. There's a technique I like to share. 5 steps to deal with emotional aggression. People have a lot of heaviness in their hearts. People live their lives in crazy ways. They don't take care of themselves. They don't have any self-love. When you live like that, you accumulate a lot of darkness in the heart. You get angry, you're frustrated, you're confused, and all this darkness comes out. You've probably done it, I've done it, and people will do it to you. So you'll be a victim of this emotional aggression, usually from people who are around you, who you care for, who are in your family or related to somehow, your friends. So how to deal with this emotional aggression? So I suggest here 5 steps. First of all, don't return it. Don't you get angry back. Don't let your darkness come out at that moment. That just increases it. You get, it was bad and then you just made it worse, and then the energy goes right down and everybody's hurt and everybody's saying horrible things. So don't return the aggression. Or something else we do sometimes is pass it forward. Have you noticed that sometimes you get attacked and then you pass it forward? You will attack somebody else because you had that nastiness, that toxic anger, and then you just want to pass it forward. So don't return it. Don't pass it forward. We don't want that kind of vibration. You do not want to live like that. It just makes you feel bad. It makes everything worse for everyone, especially the one who's doing it. So that's one. Second, don't ignore it. Don't silence and bottle it up. We have this habit of like, oh yeah, sure, I was super hurt, but you know, it doesn't matter. I'll just bottle it. Don't do that. Don't keep it inside. If you keep that kind of stuff inside, it's going to hurt you. It's there. You don't really forget about it. You kind of put it away, you put it aside, but it will remain inside you in your unconscious. It's going to eat you up from the inside. So don't let this happen. If it's serious, if it's accumulating, it's going to become a disease. It could become cancer. It's going to eat you up mentally, physically. So don't just bottle up. You have to deal with it. It was bad. You were hurt. You have to deal with it. When you get hurt physically, do you just ignore it? If you have this huge gash on your leg and it's bleeding, do you just ignore it? No, of course you take care of it. You get stitches, you put stuff on it so it doesn't fester. You take care of it. Emotional aggression is not unlike physical aggression. You need to take care of it. There's a wound that, if untreated, will bring you harm. So do not bottle it up. Do not just silence your mind and say, oh yeah, don't worry, I'm just going to swallow it. Don't just take that. Third step, and this is a classic one. Don't try to educate the person. Have you noticed that? You're like, no, I'm not going to reply to this. I'm not going to get down to her level, his level. But you know what? I'm going to teach her something. So it's like, look, you know, you're always doing this. You have this problem. You don't know how to appreciate this, or blah, blah, blah. And then you too, you don't notice. You're saying this about me, but you don't notice that you too, blah, blah, blah. That is the worst thing you can do. Like, the person is physically is emotionally attacking you, and you think this is the moment for teachings? This is the moment for you to like be superior and teach the person what to do? It's a terrible idea. First of all, at that moment, if the person is attacking you emotionally, their minds are completely out of control. Most likely their middle is firing, they have adrenaline going through their bodies, their heart rate's accelerated. They're not even thinking. They're not even aware. Their whole like rational abilities are way down. So for one thing, the person isn't even thinking correctly. 2, the person is attacking you. She thinks you're inferior. She thinks you're worse. You're being attacked. You don't take teachings from someone you think is inferior, someone who you at that moment are even attacking. You even at that moment are showing some level of hatred, of despising. You don't take teachings from someone you despise. Have you ever done that? You don't do that. You take teachings from someone you look up to, someone you appreciate, someone you're appreciating, kind of in a higher position. That's why guru, higher position, teacher, is somebody, oh, now I can take some teachings because this person is, she's got something to teach me. So the person has to be in a high, so if you're being attacked, you're not on a teacher status. There's no way you're going to say anything useful there. What's going to happen, and you've done this before, I'm sure, because I've done it, everybody does it. You try to teach that person, and it just makes everything worse. You've seen it happen. It just makes everything worse. So do not try to teach the person. That's step 3. But now, step 4. Give it some time. Without much emotion, try to make it as bland as possible, but without much emotion. Give it some time, and then report your feelings to the aggressor. Not right away. Just see how much time. Is it next day? Sometimes like the next day is better. Just give it like lots of time. Not just minutes, now. Give it lots of time. But of course, not weeks. But like, just give it some time. Maybe like next day, or at the end of that day, or after, many hours. With as little emotion as possible, without attacking the person back. Just try to communicate to the person what you felt. Just report it. It's important because you're going to get that out. Remember, you're not going to bottle it in. You just got to get it out and say, look, you said those things and it really hurt me. It really upset me. I just want you to know that. That's it. Don't ask for anything else. Don't expect apologies. Don't demand apologies. Forget, just communicate it. You're just getting it out, giving the person feedback. You're just putting it out there in the open. You're getting it out from inside you, and the person can't just say that, forget about him because he's so crazy, he was so crazy, he just forgets about it. No. Get it out and lay it on the table. Look, that thing hurt me. I just want you to know that. That's it. Walk away. Maybe you can send a text, maybe you can just say that and literally like walk away, but just don't like demand something. Yeah, look, you hurt me. No, not that kind of thing. Just communicate it. That's it. If the person begs forgiveness, if they don't, that doesn't matter. That's not the point. The point is letting that person know, you just be a good communicator. Look, this happened, not nice. This is what happened. Register it. Very important, because the person, can you imagine if every time you keep these registers, it's going to be noted. It won't pass unseen, and you're not going to keep it bottled up inside. Then step 5, if you really want to cleanse yourself, it was like a hard emotional attack and you really want to cleanse yourself, you're feeling that was really intense, that was really nasty, you want to cleanse yourself, you have to bring out your 2 most powerful tools: gratitude and love. This is tough, but you have to bring out on your own. You don't have to sit in front of the person or anything, but on your own, take some time for yourself and bring out everything you're grateful for in that person. What that person, because usually, like I said, it's somebody who's close to you. So bring it out. So, okay, that person hurt me, but like, oh yeah, but look, that person does this for me and does that, and I really appreciate that person's quality and this and that. So bring out gratitude. Use the power, because gratitude is so powerful. Bring that super powerful strength inside you to cleanse out that toxic dirt, that toxic pain inside you. And then if you really can, and this is tough, this is like, you know, black belt level, Jedi level, but try to bring out the love. Try to like emanate love to that person. Just say, yeah, but you know what? I really love that person and that happened, but, and just try to feel that love. I mean, if you're super powerful, you can even like express it to the person, but at least for yourself, gratitude and love. You know, so that nastiness came in, you took your time to process it, and in the end it comes out as gratitude and love. That's the perfect ending to that system. And then the person, you're going to be cleansed of that. That's going to remove all the traces of negativity from that event. So those are my 5 steps I recommend. But I also recommend 3 further considerations. First of all, create limits. Do not subject yourself to this kind of thing all the time. If somebody hurts you, emotional aggression, okay, fine, we can understand, life is tough, blah, blah, blah. Take it, process it nicely. Okay, fine, you can do that. But it can't keep happening all the time. You have to create limits. Like, how much are you going to take from that person? It depends who that person is in your life. But even if it's your parents, your mother, create limits. How much are you going to take? Start, oh, look, this person is always attacking me. Push that person away from your life, even if it's close family. If it's a spouse or start considering, like, how long am I going to take this? I suggest don't take too much of it. You deserve better. Out of self-love for yourself, you can't allow that to be happening. If the person can't control themselves, if they're full of toxic negativity, you do not want to be near that person. If it's work, you like talk to the management, or you transfer yourself some other place, or even quit if it's the boss. You know, really like consider setting strict limits. Do not let yourself live like this. Don't let the same person keep attacking you, because this is tough. Emotional aggression really hurts. It's really tough to deal with. Don't let it happen to you. So first, create limits. Second, this is really interesting. It's not personal. This is funny, isn't it? Like, what do you mean it's not personal? The person like completely attacked me. It was totally with me. Yeah, but it's not. It's not really personal. Think of like, I don't know, some tree that's getting old, and the branches are getting old. And it's like, you know, at some point the branch is going to fall. There's gravity, time, biology. Branch will fall. And you might be walking under the tree at that very moment and the branch falls on you. It's not personal. The branch had to fall, you were there. It's the same thing with emotional aggression. It's not really personal. It's not really about you. It's about the person who's attacking you. They're going through that thing and you just happen to be there. That's why it's usually the person who's got intimacy, because it's around that person more time. So you just happen to receive that toxic trash because you were there, because that person is emitting it and you just happen to be there, so you got it. But it's not personal. Okay, it's weird, but it's not personal. Get that thing out. It's like, it wasn't with me. It's the person. It's their problem. They're having a hard time with life. They're not dealing with life. They're not following what you're following by listening to this channel. They're not taking care of themselves. So that kind of stuff is going to happen around them. 3, and last, take shelter of God. After all that's done, just like go right inside there. If you've activated your devotion, your spirituality, you've got that little sacred space inside you, that safe zone. It's just you and God, and you're understanding that this is all temporary. Everybody's a little crazy here. And if you really just want love all the time, you've got to raise yourself to that platform of being in full love. You have to transfer yourself to another existence of love, which is what the whole kingdom of God concept is all about. You have to transfer yourself to this platform of constant divine love where everybody is emanating divine love all the time. So you have to emanate divine love to be able to enter this zone. So take shelter of God. Think like, okay, your life's tough. It's a little weird. But you know what? This is what this is all about. This is a training. This is boot camp here. This is training grounds. So it gets a little painful here. But if I take care of my spiritual life properly, I will be out of here. If I deserve it, if I'm not doing it anymore, the time will come when nobody's going to do it to me because I'm going to be on a different platform of existence. So that also helps a lot. All right, so I hope these 5 steps and these 3 extra considerations will help you deal with emotional aggression. Hare Krishna.